Hey guys, how you doing? Hope everyone's out there. I just thought I'd make this joke video. I don't know why, but I just thought a joke video about banning weddings. Not sure how popular that's going to be, or hopefully no one take it too serious or be offended or something. But yeah, I'd love to know, love to know what people think. It'd be very dictatorial of me to do so, but I thought my last video was probably a little bit serious, so I thought I'd do a joke one for this one. Although you have to guess whether I'm really joking or not. I say I'm only joking, or am I? Yeah. So yeah, I'd love to have your opinion. Like, what do you think about weddings? Or I know a lot of people out there will probably love weddings. Like, they love the food you get, or the only things I like about weddings are you get to meet people probably. And although I'm normally quite reclusive, but I think it's now and again from a safe distance, it's cool to meet people and hear their stories or talk to them or whatever. And you get to have food, and people are generally in a good mood. That's about it. I feel like I don't really like to have to dress up or wear certain clothes. I like to be able to wear what I want, just be comfortable. Don't like having to wear suits or shoes or stuff like that. Even when I was interested in business, I never wanted to. In fact, my family had to say to me, like, you got to dress up smart because we're going out somewhere, like for dinner. Or when I was interested in business, I used to go to some events that I was invited to, including for people with learning disabilities here in the UK. They had sort of, to give them their dues, they had kind of special events to support disabled people who wanted to get into business. So yeah, I probably should have done a lot better with those. But yeah, my family had to say oh, you got to dress up smart. Or if you're going to a conference, especially, or you're going to meet, or you're going to an event, and you're not a conference, but a conference or any sort of meeting, gathering, or whatever, or you've got to make a good first impression. So suppose I only wear suits when I have to. So and I don't like to be told you have to stand in a certain place, you have to do certain things. I think they're kind of it takes away your freedom a little bit. But so yeah, I'm not a hugely fan of weddings or marriage or anything like that. So I'll be thinking about making a new joke video about it, like saying ban weddings, and see what reaction I get. But I hope I won't get too much hate or backlash. So please forgive me if you don't like that sort of thing. As ever, I appreciate any comments that say the contrary, who disagree with my opinions as well. If you say or if you do like weddings, I'd like to hear why you think weddings are good. Or someone was saying weddings are more for what they're really geared towards women. Really, I think generally speaking, women or maybe gay men like weddings more. But I'm not sure if many straight men do. But if you're a straight bloke or even bi or whatever, they would say, I'd love to have your opinions about if you say I actually enjoy weddings or whatever, then I'd love to know why. Or if you're a straight man or bi, as I say, and you think you want to get married, and I'd love to know why you would want to do that. Why do you want to put yourself through that? But no, I mean, who do you think weddings benefit more, males or females? To me, weddings probably, especially in modern times, I think benefit females more, if I'm honest, because I think in the past when it was said to be a man's world and all that, some people even, wow, that was a loud motorbike. I don't know if you heard that, but some people even say today it's a man's world. But I think if you look at the rules, so many divorce cases you hear about, one thing a lot of women would say, I'll only, and I'm sure some men do as well, but I'd only marry a person if they're rich. I'd only marry a guy if he's rich. Or I don't want any poor guys. I'm not saying everyone's like that, but yeah, you hear so many high-profile celebrity divorce cases or things like that. Not that I want to slag anyone off or make anything negative, but Adam, fair enough, she was just doing what was it? I don't blame her, but when she married a rich guy, obviously that was a huge case, and there's so many like that where the woman could just divorce the guy and get half his money, or maybe in some cases even more. And then some people say, even if you get a prenup, apparently it doesn't always work. I don't know if that's true or not. I'm no expert in law, unfortunately, so I wouldn't be able to say. And I mean, so many people get married, or get weddings and married, and they not even live together for a trial period before they've even tried a trial period of time before they even get hitched. So it's like, how do they, if they've not even lived together for like a day or a week, well, maybe more than a day, like a week or a month or something like that, how do they expect they're going to live together for potentially the rest of their lives? And so many weddings now, marriages and all that, end in divorce anyway. So it's like, there's no guarantee it would work. So if you're a man, why would you want to take that risk? And especially if you're either financially successful, you're thinking, or you're not in a position where you're financially successful, but you want to become so. Would that put you off? So, as I say, I'd love to hear other people's opinions. And I made this kind of tongue in cheek. I talked before about being a libertarian. So I wouldn't want to ban weddings or marriage, because that would be like a violation of freedoms that people can choose whether they want to do so or not. I mean, I talked before again about MGTOW, I pronounce it, and now with MGTOW, I don't know how many percentage of people are MGTOW worldwide, but if that's the case, that will weddings and marriage and all that become obsolete, or will they have to change or something like that? Would the government have to change the law so that it won't put men off? But yeah, like, I'd love to hear anyone say what benefits there are from a man to get married. Like, if you're supposed to be the provider and protector, and you're supposed to do all these things, and in the modern age, if you say to a woman, if you got to cook and clean, or they say that's not modern, or that's sexist, or whatever, it's misogynistic, then today really aren't all the benefits of weddings, marriage, and all that sort of thing, or relationships. I have another word for them, as I say. I replace the P for a T. Are they really? And I don't mean this in a derogatory or sexist way, because somebody might say, "Oh, you're bashing women," which I don't think I'm doing. But and I hope it doesn't. I hope it doesn't come across that way. But I just think that the benefits of every relationship, as far as I'm aware, are mainly geared towards females. And I say females because as soon as people start dating, like the boy, even if they're young, if they're teenagers, like 13 or 14, a guy gets his first girlfriend or whatever, and so that sort of situation, and normally the guy is expected to pay for everything and do most of the work, open the doors, carry things, possibly even let the girl boss him around and things like that. So I don't see how. I'm like, have I missed something here? Because people say like, oh, it's a man's world, or relationships benefit men, but I'm thinking like, well, boys even, or males, but I'm thinking, how can that be true? Because as I say, I think women got a good side of the deal, because if someone said, oh, if I was in the situation of being in the female situation, or the woman's situation, if you like, I think that'll be quite a good place to be in. Like, people have to, I suppose, to provide for you and protect you and stuff like that. To take that for granted, I wouldn't think that I'm being oppressed. I'd be like, well, this is pretty cool. So anyway, I say I'd love to hear your opinions about. I wasn't sure whether to cover the video. In my last video, I talked about covering a few different topics, and I wasn't sure whether to go for talking about the football stuff again, or about hoarding. I think because I need to walk my dog very soon, so the hoarding issue, I'm not sure how I'm going to cover it. I might have to break it into different videos, but it's the hoarding issue. I need to really think about how I can explain it. So part of me thinks, because it's not very, it's quite a difficult topic to talk about, rather than a fun topic. I'm thinking that the hoarding issue is something that, I mean, part of me thinks I should get out of the way first, but another part of me thinks it's a big issue, psychological issue of mine. So it's like kind of going to take some time to actually think about it myself, and think about what I want to say, and that sort of thing. Although I could probably, as I say, I don't think I'm going to be able to cover it in one video, because it's quite a lot to talk about. So that video will be like hours long. So I don't want it to be too long. So I'm not sure if I'm going to cover that tonight, really, much as I might like to, because I think it's going to be quite a long topic to talk about. and I need to walk the dog soon. So I'm a bit later than I normally take him. Like try and take him at 6, but it's now nearly 6:30. So I think I'm going to take him at 6:30. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this topic. I'd love to hear your opinions. As I said, I definitely love any blokes out there to answer this question. Do you think there are any benefits for a male getting married? Do you think all the benefits are for the female or woman, if you like? Do you think there's a point I've missed? I think even like companionship, people might say marriage is about companionship, or some people might say men are pushed to achieve more. But I think I've heard many people make videos about, like, especially Mugtown, making videos about, obviously someone who's got an interest in you doing well is going to push you to earn more, but you're going to have to spend it on them anyway. So you don't see the benefits of that money, and having children or being married today is very expensive and risky for males. So as I say, I'd love to hear what you think about that. Am I being a bit paranoid, or males today being a bit paranoid about, like, I don't know how I can put it, about Me Too, and many people say Me Too being a witch hunt, or dare I say false accusations and things like that, and having to pay, and if you get divorced you lose half your money, losing your freedom. As I say, do you think males are being paranoid about that? And also, like me, I do get lonely sometimes, but not in the same way. Like, I love to have my own personal space. I love to have the house to myself. I don't like to share my room with anyone. I don't like to share my space with anyone and all that. So to me, it's just not. I think if God forced me to get married, then I think it would be quite a cruel thing. Anyway, so I've waffled enough. I hope that makes sense. I might make another video like this, especially on Monday, about banning marriage and stuff like that. So please look out for that. As I say, it's a bit tongue-in-cheek, so I hope no one gets offended. Peace and love. Good night.